when you start something, when you buy something, when you do something very, very new, I'm sure you all are familiar with the guides or some instructions which are given with your new purchases or how to use something. Yeah, it is the same with the Erasmus Plus program. The program is, as any European programs, is very complex, is very big, it's very difficult to understand. And for to make it a little bit more easier, let's call it, each program gives every year updated version of rules. Some details, and so on. And Erasmus Plus has also a program, and it is very, very big. It's 328 pages. But the good news is that we don't need all these pages. We just need for our youth section a little bit less, and I will tell you about it a bit later. So, yes, so the program guide is a very complex tool, and it is for anybody who would like to have a thorough knowledge of what is Erasmus Plus program. And this tool is good for both, for organizations who would like to be applicants and write projects and use this program in their daily work, and for those who just would like to be participants. So it gives enough of information for all of you. We will give a link to the program, and you can either save space on your computer and use it online, or you can download it in PDF, and if you're going to write a project, you will go very often back and forwards to the pages of the program. So it might be useful to have it handy. Yes, so Erasmus Plus is a very complex, is a very big program, as again and again I will mention it. But in our community, we are touching only the youth section, because Erasmus Plus has programs also for higher education, for adult education, for sport education, and also for youth. So our topic, and we refer only to the youth sub-program all the time in this challenge, not only in the challenge, but also in the community. So the new program got us new priorities. If you're going to read the program, you will see that there are many different priorities, which are like general priorities and objectives, and then for each program you have different priorities, and so on. So for us, what we need to know is these 4 priorities, which are inclusion and diversity, digital transformation, environment and fight against climate change, and participation in democratic life. If your idea of anything you already imagine to put into a project and apply with it, if it touches any of these priorities, then bingo, you're very in a safe place. You don't need to think a lot about all the priorities. So yeah, each priority is very well described in the guide and also on the website of the European Commission, and you can read more what exactly it means to you, to your organization, to any participant who might come to your events. And this challenge is created to work on the Key Action 1 projects, And KA1 Projects in Erasmus Plus Youth is a learning mobility of individuals. So which means that any project you are going to plan, it should be directed at the individual's development and competences raising. So by individuals in Erasmus Plus Youth, we mean young people from 13 years old to 30, and youth workers. Yeah. So, and for these two groups, you can create different types of activities. And we will go a little bit more into the details. So with the young people, you can create a youth exchange projects. Youth exchange, if I will, I don't know, describe it, what it is, it might be something educational camp or something similar. So when I speak to many people who have never heard about Erasmus, I say, well, look, this is like a camp, but organized by young people themselves on the topic they chose and on the methodologies they like. So youth exchanges, if you would like to organize a youth exchange, you should remember that you need at least 2 participating countries or more. Yeah. The duration of the youth exchange can be from 5 to 21 days. In average, usually people organize something 8 to 10 days because 5 is too short and 21, actually, I've never heard about such a youth exchange. And if you have, please let us know, because it might be very interesting for 3 weeks to have this amazing experience. So yeah, the minimum number of participants in the whole youth exchange is 16, and it can go up to 60. And you can include youth leaders and also a facilitator or several facilitators if you have several countries. And the most important thing about youth exchanges, I would say, is that it is led by young people themselves. Yeah. So led doesn't mean that they have to do everything themselves, but the initiative should come from the young people. The topics they would like to discuss should come from the problems young people face. Yeah. And you as an organization or as a leader or as a facilitator, mentor, you can just help them or direct them or motivate and so on. So, but the lead should come from the young people. This is the most important thing. And this is what some organizations in the beginning forget. It's not led by adults or some group leaders. Yeah, it is facilitated and helped, but not led. So everything what we talk about in youth exchanges and mobilities for youth workers should include non-formal education. We're not going to go through what is non-formal education. I'm sure you all know. If not, we will touch it a bit later in other days. So the good news is that even if you don't have an organization, you can still apply as an informal group of young people. So in this case, you should just appoint one person who will be your leader, responsible for the group, and then that group will be, that person should be then a contact person and responsible person. You also can organize some visits before the events where you can come together and discuss the details. Another thing is that you can organize a project, a mobility for youth workers. So here we have a little bit more of a variety of formats. Yeah, you can organize study visits, you can do networking and community building activities, you can do training courses, seminars, workshops, and so on. You also have a minimum of 2 organizations from 2 countries, and the duration can be from 2 days to 60 days, and usually 60 days is some job shadowing or study visit and so on. And the average training course lasts around 7 days. Here, there is no age limit, and anyone from 18 years old can be a youth worker, youth leader, volunteer, and so on. And you can include up to 50 people, although it's quite a large group. So around 35, 40 would be recommended to use, to invite. Yes, so if you already know, like who is your project aimed at, like is it young people you would like to organize something for and with, or is it youth workers you would like to organize a project for, to develop their competences? So you should already roughly know who is your target audience. If not, then the home task is to go through the guide. We will send you a link, and you don't need all the pages, right? You just need the page 120 to 148, just 28 pages. And you just read about the rules, about the concept, about the funding rules, about formats and so on, and think what you're going to do, which format of a key action 1 project you would like to apply for. And yes, this is your home task. Then I think I will not take your time anymore and keep it short. And I will be happy to reply to your questions in the next an hour or so. And if you have anything to ask, please do. If not, then we are waiting for your home tasks, and see you tomorrow at the day 2 then. Bye-bye.